Hi, I'm Dinesh Karthik, and now I'm a part of the Rajasthan. Oh, well, this is for me when I was very young. I think it was a fancy dress competition. They've dressed me up in the local cultural attire, which is a lungi or a veshti, as you call it.
Tell me about that photo.
My parents were really into fancy dress. I think they made me just try different attires. Here is me trying to learn one of the martial arts. I'm not too, I wasn't good at it, I must say. Good memories. Like karate, judo, I think. I would like to think. I didn't progress much, I can tell you that.
When you look back at that, had cricket entered your mind when you were a young boy like that?
Not so young, but in a few years' time, my dad made me watch a cricket match and I fell in love with it.
Do you remember what cricket match it was?
92, I think, World Cup. That was the first time I watched it. I was 7 years old.
And what are your memories of being with your dad? And
watching Sachin Tendulkar and the Indian team, they were playing in Australia. Those are my first memories.
what did a game of cricket look like? Were you playing gully cricket?
I used to play in my building. I mean, we had a lot of friends and we used to play there. So, you could only hit to one side of either the offside or the leg side, depending on where we stood and where the cars were parked. So, accordingly. And that's where I started. And the main memories of me falling in love with the game obviously started with me watching the game on TV, and then my dad used to take me for a lot of club games. He had a couple of friends. He was a cricketer as well before, played a little bit of club cricket, so he had a few friends who will take me and make me watch games, and that's where I slowly but steadily started falling in love with the game.
What was it about the game that you think really appealed to you? Or is it, a lot of people think it's just because you're in India, so that's natural?
I'm not able to put my finger on one thing that I probably like. Just the overall aspect of playing cricket, I quite enjoyed, and watching it as well at the start. I really liked observing the players and how they went about it. I used to remember when a batter used to get out, sometimes they used to come out and remove the gear, put it out in the sun for it to dry. Those kind of memories are very strong and very vivid.
I guess game that you played in as a child that you really remember?
A lot of the school games, there were a couple of school teams, very strong, Don Bosco and St. Beat, so there used to be rivalries, and there used to be another team, Santhome. So these three school teams were always competing with each other, and I was in one of those schools, so it used to be good matches, good rivalries.
What do you remember about, in particular, those matches?
Just the fact that we used to compete a lot, we used to practice, and the coaches used to come and say, this is going to happen tomorrow, so accordingly prepare, the pitch will be like this, the ground is here, or basic tactics, but it used to really be very exciting, and at the same time, when you're able to go out there and execute what you've planned, it used to feel very satisfying.
Does it take you back to that when you see kids playing on the side and all that sort of thing?
Not so much, because I think the game has evolved too much now, and it's very different to what it was when I was playing. At that time, school cricket was massive. The way all you were brought up about was to try and play test cricket, and that's the most important format. But now there are two other formats. ODI was there as well, but T20 is a new format which has completely captivated the audience. So people look at cricket very differently right now to what it was looked when I was young.
Do you sort of miss that at all?
Yes and no. Yes, because there used to be a certain old world charm to it. No, because I think even this is very interesting, very different in its own way.
When you think about everything you've done, is there a bit of advice you'd give to that little boy?
Yeah, just that as you grow along, the expectations increase. People make you believe that there's a lot to achieve. But a lot of it is very internal, and you don't need to stress so much about it. Try hard. So much pressure that you don't enjoy the game at times. Hi, I'm Dinesh Karthik, and I'm part of the Paarl Royals cricket team now.